Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles, episode number 24, and I've got an Enderman stalking me right now, and he seems to be teleporting all over the place, so I imagine at some point he's going to rear his ugly head again, but we're going to keep progressing. So we left off yesterday, last week, on creating solar panels. As you can see, I've got a full energy cell, completely with 1 million RF, and if we go upstairs real quick, we've an Enderman following us. Not only that, but we've got 2 solar panels right here that are generating power. So cool. So we've got passive power generation, which is one of the goals that we need going forward. Now, goal number 2 is we talked about we needed to get some sort of way to have ore processing, to have doubling of ores. And I have a machine in mind to make that happen. So if we go into thermal expansion and we go into the pulverizer, and we look at the pulverizer, it's going to do the job of grinding up the ores that we get and doubling our output. But if you notice, there is one particular thing that is in right here that we cannot particularly make right now. It's the 10K coolant cell. Now, there is 2 ways of doing this. The first way is we can, if we go down to the actual shop rewards, we can obtain a 10K coolant cell right here, 10 of them actually, just by making 10 coolant cells and 2 gold coin. We could do that, considering I've got 4 gold coin, but I kind of want to save them. So the other way to do that is if we can craft our own snow. And if we look at the glacier precipitator, we can make this guy right here, and it will, if we use it, it will make us snowballs, just basically out of water, with, of course, with our 800R power. So that should be no problem. So maybe that is a better long-term plan as far as what we need to craft. So I've got the basics kind of stuff already crafted up. There are a couple things that what we need going forward. Being the recipe for this is going to call for not only a bucket, which we only have 1. We're going to have to make a bucket in the blacksmith workshop. We're going to need silicon iron plates and an iron rod. But notice this, we're going to need methane gas. And wouldn't you know, on our blacksmithing quest log, one of the next things is we need to craft the squeezer, and the squeezer can be used to make the very beginning entry level, we can make biomass. So what we need to do is craft a squeezer. So in order to make that, we just need basically 6 iron plates, which I should have some iron. We are definitely out of iron, so I'm going to have to do some major mining in between episodes. So let's throw these 6 guys in here real quick. And then we're going to need, I want to say it was, let's see. We're going to need, take any sort of this stone. So we can use stone, and we need, so we're going to need 10. So, and I got 19 right here. So there we go. 10. Okay, so into the advanced crafting table we go, and all the way down, all the way down. So now we're just waiting on the plates, which they're going to take a couple minutes. Maybe we could find this Enderman real quick. Okay, let's see if we can sleep maybe. Can we sleep? Okay, so he's definitely not in the general vicinity, but let's see. Okay, get our bow out. Let's see if we can take a look where he's at. Oh, there we go, right there. So he's right there waiting for us. And can we pick him off? Whew! All right. One thing about him is they definitely disappear right away. Where did he go? Okay, don't want to go down there. All right. Well, I'm sure he'll come back. So, okay. Oh, speaking of which, there he is right there. All right. And maybe 1 or 2 more shots, hopefully. Let's see. Those little Endermen are sneaky little guys, man. Okay, so how are we doing on our plates? Okay, so we're halfway there. Okay, so into the advanced crafting table. 1, 2, 3. 1, and now we're just waiting on 2. So what next thing we're going to need to go along with that is we're going to need to make hummus. Okay, so in order to make hummus, as you can see, the hummus produces the methane gas. We need just basically dirt and compost. And compost is basically just dirt surrounded by. So let's get a bunch of dirt. And I think I have some wheat. Yep, so let's just quickly craft up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll just make... And what did I do wrong here? Okay. Oh, it's the other way around. Okay, so it's actually 1, 2, and 2, 2, 2, and 2. There we go, so 8 compost. Okay, so now in order to make the hummus, we need dirt and then compost. So let's go ahead and we'll just make a bunch of it, considering we're probably going to need a bunch. There we go. So we'll just take 8 hummus, and that should give us the quest reward. There we go, and we'll grab some more. Actually, we get some more as well. Okay, and that leads us to the fluid extractor. Okay, but let's craft this squeezer first. So let's see here. So if we should be done. We're out of power. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I know why we're out of power. Yep. Okay, so I got to redo this real quick. So this side over here, we need to actually be outputting power. Or it would be the other side. Here we go. Okay, so that should start feeding power again. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rewiring. Maybe move this this coal generator right here. Maybe we'll end up moving this guy, but maybe I'll put it actually right. Maybe we can put this guy right underneath here. Okay, so if we drop this guy right here, there we go. That should now eliminate the problem that we got. Okay, and then we'll actually drop our new machine that we're crafting. We'll put it right there. Okay, so there we go. So we got 6 plates. All right, back into the advanced crafting table. Okay, so there's our squeezer. Sweet. Okay, and what do we get for that? We get a piston, an oak bookshelf, and some copper coin. All right. All cool things. Okay, so now let's see. If we drop this squeezer, I want to say if we can drop it right here by the blacksmith workshop. Okay, so let's see. Blacksmith workshop. Now, do we throw the hummus in here? There we go. Now, I think we simply just jump. There we go. And now did it go into the... No, it did not. Oh, it's not done yet. Okay. Continue to jump down. Maybe actually make sure we're jumping on it. There we go. Cool. Okay, now... Nothing. Where did that stuff go? So let's read a little bit. Let's say, so the squeezer can use double ores over the long term. So jump on. It's very efficient, but at the same time, this process doesn't store a lot of energy. Okay. Oh, you know what? It puts it into a squeezer. Okay. Wait, no. Hold on. The easiest way to obtain methane gas is put biomass into the squeezer. Okay. So that is not what we use. We don't use hummus. We use biomass, which the biomass is what we crafted. That's slimy biomass. There we go. Okay. Oh, Mr. Enderman. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm sorry for shooting you earlier, so just don't mess with me. Okay, so did a little bit of a digging to figure out how to make this the methane gas. So I think we need to throw the biomass in here. So if we throw the biomass in and we stomp on this guy again. And there we go. We got a little bit of methane gas in there. So let's go ahead and reset this guy real quick. And let's throw a little bit more in there. Make sure we do a good job stomping on it. There we go. Got to be right in the middle. Okay. And that should give us, net us, 500. So we got half a bucket. So we need to do it 2 more times. So we drop this guy down 1 more time, 2 more times, and then throw a little bit more biomass in there. And this is the primitive way of doing it. There are other ways to do this, but at least getting started, this is the first way we're going to do it. Approach tackling getting methane gas. So, okay. Here we go. And 1 more time. There we go. And smash, smash, smash. There we go. And there we go. We'll just reset this guy again real quick. And that should now have 1 bucket of methane gas. So, okay, so in order to make the... Let's go back to what we were originally trying to do. So we're trying to make the pulverizer. And we're going to need to make a bucket. So if we need to make the bucket, we need 1 additional bucket. We're going to need 1 iron rod, which is simply just into the blacksmith table with the burner. We need a hammer and pliers. Okay, so we need pliers. Which are, we got the pliers. Where did I put the pliers? Are they inside there? Okay, so we got the pliers. We need the hammer. And we need to make a burner. Okay, so what do we need for the burner? Burner. Okay, we need just simply 2 iron and 3 wood. Okay, so that should be no issue. 1, 2, 3 wood and 2 iron. There we go. So 1, 2, and so many things. There we go. Bam. Okay, so there's our burner. Alright, so if we drop this guy down... Oh, wait a second. I think... Oh, you know what? You know what? We did it wrong. It goes in this table. Okay. There we go. Alright, Syntax, get it together. Alright, there. 2, 2, 2, and... Wait. Was it here? It was here. Okay, and then the hammer. Okay, and then we simply need for the bucket, we need, let's go back and take a look. So we're going to need 3 iron plates, 1 silicon, and 1 iron rod. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4 these guys, and we'll throw inside of our handy dandy little compactor 3, and then 1 iron rod, which is just going to be simply dropping this guy in here. There we go, 1 iron rod. Okay, and now the iron rod, and we need silicon, which I think I have. Do we have any more? Yeah, we do. Okay. Silicon, and now we're just waiting on our 3 presses. So there's 1, 2, and that Enderman is just. We must have a whole bunch. Need to do a better job lighting down here. Oh, there he is, right there again. Get another shot off. Okay, and here we go. 3. All right, and then let's go simply 1, 2, and 3. There's our bucket. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we have the bucket. And now if we go back and we make our glacier precipitator, we should have everything that we need. Okay, so let's go into the advanced crafting table. We should be able to right click this in. Oh, we're missing the Invar gears. Okay, I think I made a bunch of Invar in preparation for this. Yeah. Okay, so let's make some Invar gears real quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Now we should be able to shift click this guy in. So 1, bam. Okay, so there it is. 1 glacier precipitator. And Mr. Enderman, I'm going right there, so just let it be. There we go. So that's going to fill up with RF. So now what we should be able to do is we're going to actually need to make 1 more bucket real quick. And we have probably just enough gas. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Might need to do this off camera because we're going to need to make 1 more bucket. 1. And then let's grab our silicon. This, by the way, is not a fun way of making buckets. I kind of miss the old way of doing it. So, okay, so there we go. 3. And this guy should be filling up with water. And there we go. So to craft the snowball. So basically all we need to do now is just throw in. I think what we can actually do too while it... There we go. We can use an empty cell. Okay, let's see. Can we? I don't think it's letting us do it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, do it correctly. And we'll grab 2 of these guys and let's fill it up. So we actually don't need to make another bucket. There we go. And there we go. So now we are producing snowballs, which is very cool because now that we have snowballs available to us, we can make simply by just putting in, we grab 1 water, and we're going to need 2 of these guys. 1, 2, and we drop them into a crafting table, and we drop 2, and I want to say it was 2, and then 10, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, there we go. 10k coolant cells. Nice. Okay, so now that we got those guys, and we have the capabilities of making as much snow as we need to look into what we need for the pulverizer. Pulverizer. Okay, so we got for the pulverizer, we've got the coolant cells. Anything else crazy? We have another control circuit, the motor. To make a motor, we need, this is all stuff that we've crafted before, and a gold gear. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to gather up all the resources we need, and then we're going to come back and we're going to craft up a pulverizer, and we're going to put it down in the workshop. Okay, I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, it took a little bit of time, but I got it, and Mr. Ehrman decided to watch me the whole time, but we should be ready to shift click this guy in. So I got the motor, crafted the saw blades, I crafted the plates that were required, and we are basically out of iron. We're going to have to go do some mining here very soon because I have basically depleted all my iron. And if we go to pulverizer, we should be able to shift click this guy. Bam, there we go. So now, awesome. And right where I want to put it, you're gonna want to move. Okay, so let's put it right here. We're going to move this Inferium Furnace again real quick. This Inferium Furnace seems to be just going all over the place, and we're going to drop the pulverizer right there. Okay, and then on top of that, let's grab, because we're going to need to power this guy. We got 1 flex duct right here, or flux duct, and we can just drop that guy right there, and that should supply us with power. Okay, so now it's got power, should be firing up real quick. What I want to do is, let's see what it's going to take to make we're going to want to make a funnel. Or it's a funnel, I should say, it's a hopper. I wonder what it takes to make a hopper in this pack. So a regular old hopper inside the crafting table is, of course, more iron, and it's going to take a piece of wood and not too much methane gas. So it's going to say, doesn't really say. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, game, come on. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. Okay, and we're back. Nice little client crash. Always gotta love those at the time. the game locks up and I'm like, oh, we're about to, it's either it comes back or it crashes. I think a lot of it is due to the fact that I'm doing all my recording and I'm doing my playing all on the same computer. So maybe next time I do a single player playthrough, maybe I'll just on my other computer, I'll just set up a server. That way we don't have so many things going on. I think it might be the reason why I'm also having a little bit of locking up too as well. So considering this is such a huge pack. So okay, so we've got our pulverizer, and how this guy works simply is we're just going to drop in. As you can see, we're down to only got 2 different iron ingots. So let's see. We'll just grind up some gold real quick. All right, so we drop the gold in here. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Just doing work. That should just go ahead and grind right on up. So now we should be getting gold dust. Bam, right there. As you can see, now we're producing 2. So we have now eliminated the need, at least for ore processing, the smeltery. So now we can do all our ore processing down here, and in between episodes, I think I'll grind up all the rest of this stuff. That way we just have ingots. But as you can see, now that we have dust, we have to have a way to cook it. So let's see what kind of options we have in this pack. So if we go to pulverized gold and we want to make ingots, so we can burn it in a furnace. We can cook it inside an alloy kiln, which will give us, that's how we get electrum with silver. We can also, of course, we're not going to have an immersive engineering arc furnace yet. That would be really cool because I really enjoy the arc furnace. Mage workshop, you can make it there. So here we go, redstone furnace. We can cook up within thermal expansion. We can cook it up into gold ingots. Let's see what else we got. We got an induction smelter, which we're not there yet. Magna crucible, and so pretty much I think our best option is going to be. We also have the alloy furnace melter. Is going to make the redstone furnace, which is right here. Okay, so let's see what it's going to take to craft the redstone furnace. So a basic redstone furnace is going to cost us bricks, which are no problem, copper plates, which are no problem. The copper coil, which is just going to require a lot of copper, so we're going to need copper, because I think currently right now we have. Do we have any copper right now? I have 18. Okay, so I have 18 copper. So let's see how far we can get as far as for crafting this thing. Okay, so we need 8. We need 8 plates. Now let's go plates going, and then we're going to also need. We're going to need some of these copper coil. Here's where we're going to run into the shortage. So we're going to need quite a bit. So we're going to need 24, and I only have 10. So you know what we'll do is let's craft up what we can, and then I'm obviously this episode might get cut a little bit short, but we're going to do a little bit of mining, and maybe what I'll do before we show the episode up, I'll kind of show you guys where I've been doing my mining. I'll kind of show off the mining shaft. So let's wrap up and let me craft up these 2 coils real quick. So, and then we'll go do a little bit of mining, show you guys where I'm doing all my mining. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to need some sticks. 1, 2 sticks, and let's just drop 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, so we're only going to get to 1 actually. So there we go. So 1 and bam and bam. There we go. So we're going to need to make 3 more copper coils. Okay, so let's really quickly drop this guy in here, clear my inventory real fast. And we'll just drop this inferior furnace in here as well, along with this compost, and we'll hold on to the pulverized gold, and we'll just throw the stick in there. Okay, so I'm gonna cut real quick. I'm gonna when we return, I'm gonna be back at the my mining shaft, and I'll show you guys where I'm mining. Then we're gonna wrap up the episode. Okay, be back in a second. Okay, so we're at my little mining shaft, and as you can see, we're not actually too far from our main base. So it's basically just inland. It's kind of right over here on the mainland. So this is where I've been doing most of my mining. I kind of go out in all sorts of different directions. And down here at the bottom, there is a mob waiting for me, and there's also an opening to a cave here, which is really cool. So let's deal with this guy real quick. And hopefully we don't get killed in the process. Woo! Let's battle who's the better shot. There we go. Oh, don't lock up on me now, game. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so down he goes. So okay, so I'll show you guys here on the bottom. Is down at the bottom of this guy, there is a nice little opening here, and we need to actually do a better job lighting this up so we don't get any other spawns. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is I am going to do an extensive amount of mining. I need to get a whole bunch of resources because we need to do a little bit more crafting. We need to get into we need to get that furnace crafted. So we need to craft the redstone furnace, which I think I'll do off camera, and then we need to also start progressing through a little bit more into the blacksmith workshop, because I think some of this stuff like this fluid ducts and the fluid extractor are going to come into play when we're dealing with the blacksmith workshop, as far as we're taking that hummus that we created and moving it into the actual blacksmith workshop or work table. So okay, so my name's Syntax. I make Minecraft videos Monday through Friday. Please drop down, leave a comment, like the video, share the video, make sure you ring the bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. All right, take care, everybody.